A used 2020 Honda Civic goes for around $20,000, while a brand new 2024 Honda Civic goes for $24,000. That $4,000 difference for a 4-year difference in cars doesn't really make sense to me. How did the used car market, once an affordable alternative to buying new, become so expensive? Jerry's got your back, so let's get into it. In the early 1900s, automobiles were a novelty that could be enjoyed only by the very rich. Doctors were among the first to buy cars, which made it easier for them to make house calls. When Ford revolutionized the American car market with the affordable and reliable Model T, their competitors like General Motors were handing down credit plans to customers to buy newer and more expensive cars. To increase their profitability, they also started convincing American consumers that they needed the latest and greatest new car every few years. Planned obsolescence created the impression that a new car was out of date within a year of its purchase. This practice created a brand new category of sales: used cars. However, there weren't a lot of used cars in the market, so car dealerships had to adapt. They started offering car trade-ins, hence officially starting the used car market. Chevy was the earliest frontrunner to establish a proper used car division, the OK used car, in the mid-1920s. At the time, used car sales had a bad reputation, full of unscrupulous dealers and faulty vehicles. Chevy wanted a way to sell pre-owned vehicles that customers could trust. That's when the OK used car concept was born. Chevy created a rigorous certification program that thoroughly inspected and repaired any trade-ins before deeming them okay to be sold. After bringing a used car up to the OK standards, dealers placed a bright blue OK sticker on the windshield to designate it as certified pre-owned. The program aimed to add confidence and transparency to the used market. It professionalized and standardized the budding used auto industry. As used car sales started gaining momentum, used car salesmen started getting popular too. But that presented a new set of problems. The salesman knew way more about the cars than a regular buyer, and they used this advantage to sell more cars, even if that meant hiding information or lying to the buyers. That's how the whole stereotype of the dishonest, manipulative used car salesman got started. The rise of the internet in the 1990s and early 2000s suddenly transformed how used cars were bought and sold. Suddenly, online car listings through websites like AutoTrader and Cars.com meant that customers were no longer limited to shopping at a few local dealerships. Buyers also had access to a wealth of information from the comfort of their home, so they felt much more confident about their buying decisions. For dealers, mass exposure on the internet brought increased sales opportunities, especially the ability to move aging inventory by marketing to distant buyers. This increased the sale of used cars exponentially. Between 2010 and 2020, used car sales beat new car sales by more than 2 times. The COVID-19 pandemic changed the auto market dramatically, and the sales gap became even more significant. As major cities in the world went into lockdown, so did the manufacturing factories all around the world. The lack of car chips for modern cars further exacerbated this issue. All of this disrupted the supply chain dynamics of the auto market critically. Less new cars on the market meant people turned to the used market. This unforeseen demand of used cars led to a sudden increase in used car prices. According to data released by the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the consumer price index for used cars and trucks jumped up by 40.5% from January 2021 to January 2022. And things are looking slightly better in 2023 for the used car market. As production of new cars is returning to normalcy, prices for all cars are slowly easing down. However, a lot of consumers believe that things will never return to the pre-pandemic level. I guess I might just have to finance a new car then, or just ride out the public transportation for a while waiting for the used car market to cool down.
Jerry, the AllCar app that's got your back. Because we car.